can you address what happened yesterday and what your injury is?
Yeah, so getting ready for the bench press, got into my warm-up set, had no problem, no issues. Went into, got the first rep off, got to the third, bar was still doing well, felt a pop, immediately racked it, something that didn't feel right. I've been lifting since I was in 5th grade, something that I'm very familiar with my body, and I try to be very aware of what's going on. And didn't feel something right, grabbed it, make sure, just again, you feel a little bit of swelling, you feel a little bit of a pop, a tingle. Went into, got the medical doctors here, Brian McGuire, got me set up with the doctors, got it checked out by the Indianapolis Colts doctors and trainers, and got the MRI results this morning. It was officially an incomplete pec tear with no grade, no issues like that. Something very minor. Looking at the MRI results, we were able to see a little bit of an issue, nothing that's going to force me to miss time at all. Something that I'm looking forward to. I'll be back, I'll be fine for the season going forward, and I should be fine going into training camp.
So obviously no surgery. You'd be able to possibly lift at Ohio State's pro day?
So right now we're getting a second opinion from another doctor just to make sure everything is confirmed and correct. Those decisions will be made later on based off of what this diagnosis is from the second opinion. Going to look with my team, again, my agent's representation, trainers, and other people around me to make sure what's the best decision for me. Understand what's going to go on, what potentially could happen, and then we'll make the decision based on for pro day, and then therefore going forward.
So is it relief for you? How would you describe
Oh, it's huge. Again, you look at guys who could have a complete pec tear. I have no bruising, which is, again, huge for me. I woke up this morning, looked down, and you're like, oh, thank God. You know, no bruising, no issues in that sense. Yeah, I'm definitely happy. It's definitely something minor, not something that is going to make me lose time, and something that could impact me going forward in the season.
So they confirmed no surgery, correct?
That has not been confirmed. It's going to be a medical decision based on my team and what's going forward.
So when a lot of guys get injured at a combine, they kind of disappear, they fly out of town right away. You've obviously made a different decision. Why and what all are you hoping to do other than work out before you leave here?
So I'm done for the day. That's one thing. Doctors, the Indianapolis Colts doctors advised me, said, hey, shut it down again. All the drills that we're doing right now is a lot of running movement with your shoulders and arms. Something, again, we don't want to risk for increased injury or create more damage out of it. And to your point, absolutely, I wasn't turning away and running away from this. This is something, again, at my career at Ohio State, didn't miss any time, and anytime there was adversity, anytime there was a situation that I or the team had gone through something, I spoke very highly on it. I was the first person that, Jerry Emick, our media director at Ohio State, said, hey, I'd love for you to talk about this and hit this straight on. Again, you can't run from an issue, and I'm not going to hide something. This is something that's very minor, thankfully, and it's something that will be corrected, and I'll be stronger going forward.
Are you going to be sticking around another day or two for interviews, or no?
No, I've gone through 3 days of interviews. I've interviewed with 19 teams. Informal interviews, I've gone through 8 or 9 informal interviews. I've met with almost 3/4 of the NFL teams, and so I've given everything I can. I've gone out there, put my best foot forward.
You're just sticking around for us.
Oh yeah. I said I got to talk to the media. So my man Bill here, I said I got to talk to the media. That's the first thing I told my agent. I said, listen, we're not hiding from this. We're going straight into this, and it's something that I need to address and not run from, because I didn't run from anything at Ohio State. And as Bill can attest, I was one of the first people out making sure when we talk. A loss at Iowa, I was the first one out there.
Is there any kind of sense of irony that here you are, this Ironman Ohio State, 55 straight, stars?
Yeah.
This happens, the third rep.
Yeah, that's the irony behind it, I guess, and everybody's making a headline out of it right now. But things happen. It's football. Again, you're playing a very dangerous game. You're training at a very high level, and everything that you're putting your body through to be the best and most prepared here at the Combine, to be able to compete with your peers and compete with the best centers in this class, the best guards in this class. Sucks. I mean, it did. Again, I watched Quentin Nelson rip out 35, and I looked around and I said, okay, let's go get this thing. Let's go get this thing. Let's go push the limit. Got in there, felt great. Again, you got the adrenaline running. You're ready to go. And a situation, again, just something happens to slip up. It's part of it.
What did you hope to do? How many did you
I was looking mid-30s for sure. So.
What's the worst injury you ever had at Ohio State?
I had a minor MCL sprain that I did not even miss practice time for. We wore knee braces all year round. And it was a case, again, something I slipped up on the turf, knee bent a little weird, limited me in that practice just to make sure that, hey, you regain that strength and that stability in the knee. Everything was fine. I was out there next day, no problem, and we were doing what we had to.
Considering the kind of injury you had, was there a point where you were kind of worried that you were going to miss significant time, and then how big a relief was it when they kind of told you that there's a chance you might not miss much at all, that you might still be able to do stuff at pro day?
For this injury in particular, I mean, it's a huge relief. You see guys, again, that completely tear their pec. My father tore his bicep, and I watched the bicep tendon curl up into his shoulder. And something, again, with the chest, again, it's significant bruising if you saw it or any of that situation. So I'm just, again, very happy that it's not. I don't know what's going to happen at Pro Day. Again, if there's that opportunity, if there's that possibility, again, something that will be decided between my team, and then we'll be going forward with that. And we'll let everybody know it's not going to be a situation where, hey, somebody's going to be in the dark and then I don't show up at Pro Day.